Maggi in net today for Pope Francis. Last time we saw him, not his finest outing. Today, he can get it all back. Pope Francis, Bishop Hendricken, the Pope Invitational Tournament Final. Pregame in 30 seconds. Stay tuned. Oprah. You go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Olympia Ice Center live in West Springfield. As this afternoon matinee will roll on in just a second. Hello, I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Pope Francis Cardinals, bringing you this live and exclusive action right here on Pope Prep. Today, Pope Francis will take on Bishop Hendricken in a rematch of what we saw on January 28th. On January 28th, Pope was able to win a nail-biter over the visiting team, the Bishop Hendricken Falcons, or excuse me, Hawks rather, as they beat them 4-3 on that January 28th date. Today, a lot of questions for Pope Francis. Vin Maggi will likely get to start. Is he back? Is he ready to go? We saw him yesterday. He looked sharp. Is he ready to go for this championship game today? Another question. Who will score today for the Pope Francis Cardinals, excluding the first line? Will it be Pet? Who's going to step up? And the ultimate question that we have asked all year long. Are the Pope Francis Cardinals garden ready? Are they ready to go? Is this a team that can qualify to win a state title? That's the question. Coming up, folks, we may have an answer. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. Pregame announcements and national anthem is coming up in 20 seconds. We welcome you back here, getting ready for pregame announcements and the national anthem. Our camera work may be a little bit shaky today. We're trying to get through our technical difficulties on our ends. We apparently lost a holder of a tripod for the camera today, so that usually lets our camera rotate from side to side. We'll still be able to give you a functional broadcast, but it may not be 110% that we are able to produce every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send it down to the ice level as Bishop Hendricken and the Pope Francis Cardinals are ready to do battle. 17 minutes on the clock. Now, let's send it down to ice level. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about set and ready to go. Big development for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Vin Maggi not in net. Again, Vinny Maggi not in net. Nick Ritchie will get the opportunity to start in this championship game. So Nick Ritchie gets the duties. The sophomore, who has played excellent for them in these big games when they've needed him, and relief potentially for Maggi. So we thought Vinny Maggi's done a great job this year, but Nick Ritchie will take the starting nod today. Jake Terrell, Zach Buffone will be the two starting defensemen, with up top it being Moss Carney, CJ Watroba, and Josh Ivey, the starting line for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Bishop Hendricken had a tough time on January 28th, lost by one goal, came oh so close to beating the Pope Francis Cardinals, but today they have an opportunity to take care of business, trying to come back here into the Olympia and beat the Pope Francis Cardinals. We are about set and ready to go. Pope Francis Cardinals. Bishop Hendricken Hawks. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Invitational Tournament Final is here, and we are set. Let's do it. Pope Francis, Bishop Hendricken. Here we go. 3 periods of war, and we are off and running at the Olympia Ice Center on this afternoon matinee. CJ Watroba looking forward early on the left side. Watroba going to try to move it back to Josh Ivey. Ivey looking for it, trying to make the play. He does. Ivey looking around. Ivey trying to find something. He finds Zach Buffone, who takes a trip down. Jake Terrell will take it. Jake Terrell working it over to CJ Watroba. Watroba has it on that left side. Going to pump it off to Josh Ivey, but eventually Bishop Hendricken got in the way. He'll try to wrap it around the boards now, trying to just move it in somehow, some way. Moss Carney will try to intercept. Goes back, and Jake Terrell will have to take it in his own end and work it over to Zach Buffone. Ziggy on top for TJ Watroba. Watroba, Ivey trying to stuff it in, but eventually he can't. Runs out of real estate. Cardinals looking for it, trying to make the play. Hendricken trying to tweak it the other way early on. The shot, and a big save is made by Nick Ritchie. Ritchie covers up. Big save, big opportunity for Bishop Hendricken. Came in out of nowhere as they'll try to fire in another shot. But again, eventually the save is made by Nick Ritchie. Cardinals looking for D still. Watroba trying to get back there. It'll be Bolduc. We'll have to get back there as well to try to help out. Matt Bolduc trying to move it over to Moss Carney. Carney will just dump it in. 15:39 to go in this opening period. Pope Francis looking for the puck. Petch having a hard time corralling things. Cardinals looking for it. Petch will have to get back on the forecheck. Trying to get there, trying to make the play. He can't. Cardinals have to get back. PD trying to get in there, trying to use a little slide stick. Can't do much. Use the body instead. And eventually Colin Foyle will take it. Foyle working it over to Bolduc. Bolduc backhand, trying to find Petch. Eventually he ran out of real estate as well. Here's Matt Bolduc. Bolduc tape to Colin Foyle. Foyle working it up to PD. PD on over to Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary looking around. Petch trying to fire in a shot. That one goes to the left of the boards. Cardinals looking for it still, trying to make the play there is O'Leary. O'Leary takes a tumble. Petch will try to take it instead. Petch looking around, trying to center one out in front is Petch, but eventually the save is made and a corral by Bishop Hendricken. Again, folks, we do apologize about our technical difficulties. Still trying to figure things out on our ends. I'll try to do my best radio voice in the meantime. Mateo Kakovia will take the draw for Pope Francis on the far left. Kakovia on the left side. Deep in the zone is Pope Francis. Bishop Hendricken will get it back. Trying to work it out of their zone now. Round center ice is Bishop Hendricken. They have it. Hendricken trying to move it on in. Right side. Trying to cut down the ice. Bryce Russ deep in his own end will get it. And work it over to McGrath. McGrath on the blue line. Trying to move it up to center ice to Wegerson. Wegerson trying to make the play. Wegerson trying to get there. Having a hard time handling things. Cardinals looking for it still. Wegs in a battle for that puck in the near center ice. And near that blue line now. Wegs trying to get there, but eventually it'll be Bishop Hendricken who will take it again. Cardinals looking for it. It's Wegs. Wegerson working over to Mike McGrath. The shot. It's the glass. Mike McGrath. Big opportunity, but can't stop it home. Kakovia will try to fire in a shot, but eventually he runs out of real estate as well. Here's Wegs. Wegs trying to move it in, but eventually it's corralled in by Bishop Hendricken. Hendricken trying to move it on in. Cardinals looking for it. Here's Russ. Bryce Russ trying to make the play. Cardinals will try to get it back. Zach Buffone trying to get in there, trying to do something as well. Cardinals still looking. Still trying to get things figured out. Here's Watroba. CJ Watroba looking for it. Watroba having a hard time handling things. Watroba still trying to get there. But eventually Bishop Hendricken trying to clear out with the goalie. And eventually Mosconi can have an opportunity, but he can't stop it home. He tumbles on his own stick. And eventually Francis' opportunity goes nowhere. Cardinals will look for it still. Trying to get there. Is Ivy going to try to make the play down there somehow, some way? Cardinals still looking for it. Watroba trying to move it over to Zach Buffone. Buffone still trying to get there. Ivy looking for it. Again, folks, sorry about our technical difficulties. I believe our camera has just come back on. And we'll try to work with what we've got now. Here's Zach Buffone. Zach will just let it go down the ice. That'll be an icing. And icing will be called with 12:49 to go in the opening period. Pope Francis, Bishop Hendricken. Battle today, Saturday afternoon hockey. Winner of this will get a trophy to put in the showcase of either school. PD, Petch, O'Leary, the forwards on the ice, along with Bulldog, Boyle, the two defensemen. Again, big stunner today. Vinny Maggi not in net. Nick Ritchie getting the opportunity between the posts for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Bulldog, they'll try to keep it alive. That's offside, so Cardinals will have to get back. Trying to do just that is Ryan O'Leary. Play clean now. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it in, but eventually Matt Bulldog will corral it for Pope Francis. Bulldog working it back up to Petch. Petch trying to find something up the ice to Petey. O'Leary's going to try to get down there. He will. Ryan O'Leary trying to sideswipe on the boards. Petey getting there as well. Petey, Petch. Foyle trying to help out as well. Here's Colin Foyle. Foyle right side. Foyle blast, but eventually it is a Bishop Hendricken block with the right knee pad. Cardinals trying to keep it alive. Petey trying to get in there. Can't. Bishop Hendricken will try to take it the other way now. Hendricken moving in around. Nice passing here. Just trying to dump it in. Trying to get some flush legs down there. But eventually, it'll have to work up to the point. It's a pass that goes right to Petey. Petey trying to work it up to Petch. That could be an icing. Will it? No. Petch gets down there in the nick of time. Petch trying to make the play with some speed. And now eventually Bishop Hendricken will try to just clear it down the ice. Cardinals are going to play it out with a stick. It'll be Nick Ritchie. Ritchie having a hard time handling things. Look out. Cardinals have to be careful there. Bishop Hendricken almost put it in. But eventually the Cardinals, luckily with Matt Bullock and Bryce Russ back there, they were able to figure it out. Meanwhile, it could be an opportunity for DeMichael. Side roll. Boom. Joe DeMichael puts it in. And just like that, the Pope Francis Cardinals jump up 1-0 when Mr. Joe DeMichael gets a breakaway and puts it in. And just like that, the Pope Francis Cardinals jump on the board 1-0. Joe DeMichael on breakaway, so it's 5-hole style. And just like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you say, Mr. DeMichael? How about a goal? Joe DeMichael gets the party started this afternoon. 1-0 Pope Francis courtesy of Joe DeMichael. A breakaway goal for the senior captain. So we do now, we'll try to work it on in, trying to maybe go for two now, but eventually he'll have to wait. Cardinals trying to get back into the defensive ends now. Hendricken trying to work it up the ice. Hendricken will dump in. Cardinals will try to get there with Dylan Shea, the sophomore. Shea trying to move it in. Shea looking for it, trying to get there. Russ over to Moscardi. Cardinals looking for it there. Here's Moss. Moss looking it over to CJ Watroba. Watroba trying to move it in. CJ trying to fire in a shot, but eventually the save was made by Hendricken. Rebound. Watroba tried to take it around the net and tried to put it in, but eventually he ran out of real estate. Zach Lafone from the point. That one deflected just wide of the net. Cardinals looking for it still. Ivy trying to get down there, trying to make the play. Zach Lafone will help him. Here's Ziggy. Ziggy looking around, looking for a seam. He'll try to take it around the net. He'll just dump it off to the point to Jake Jarrell. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell looking over Moscardi. Tape-to-tape passing here from Pope. Again, folks, in case you're just joining us, Joe DeMichael has given the Pope Francis Cardinals the 1-0 lead in the Pope Francis Invitational Final. IB trying to get there. Cardinals will have to get back now. Hendricken trying to work it up, trying to move around Zach Lafone, but eventually his defense is just too much. Cardinals still trying to get back with Pope trying to make the play. So is Ziggy. IB trying to get there, trying to make the play for Pope as well. IB has it. Deep in his own zone. Watroba will try to work it in for Josh IB. IB will get down there eventually. IB using the body, just trying to stay upright. IB looking for an outlet now. Hendricken trying to pressure him. O'Leary trying to work it in the pitch. That one got blocked. Bulldog trying to fire in a shot. Somehow, some way, to the stick of Ryan O'Leary, and he makes it 2-0. Francis lead. And just like that, the Cardinals are out to a fast start in the championship game. Ryan O'Leary puts it in. The senior number 14 goes bada bing bada boo. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Francis Cardinals jump out 2-0 in the final of this Pope Francis Invitational. Fast start. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Pope takes a 2-0 lead. Here's Bulldog. Matt Bulldog trying to work it up the ice. So Leary looking into Petey. Petey trying to do something. Pat's trying to get there as well. Ryan O'Leary, Joe DeMichael, the 2 goal scorers now. Cardinals out to a flying start this afternoon. Patch trying to make it a 3-show. O'Leary, Patch, they may all score it this way. Petey trying to get in there, but eventually real estate runs out for him. Colin Foyle, well, just chipping in off the boards. Cardinals get some fresh legs onto the ice. Legerson, Mateo Kakovia, and Mike McGrath all onto the ice. Again, January 28th, this is a 4-3 game. Came right down to the thick of things. This afternoon, thus far, the Pope Francis Cardinals have not let Bishop Hendricken have any inch of breathing room. Here's Mateo Kakovia. Mateo going to try to dump it in somehow, some way. Shea will get it back in his own end for Pope. Russ will try to get there. Russ will try to move it up center ice to McGrath, and eventually Bishop Hendricken will take it around center ice. Trying to move it in on the right side. There is Hendricken. Hendricken trying to move it on in. Hendricken still trying to work it around. Eventually they run out of real estate. McGrath will try to work it up the left side of the boards. Mike McGrath with some nice speed there. And will dump that puck into the Bishop Hendricken zone, and Hendricken will get it to work on it. A little fan there, but they'll eventually take it around their net. Here they go, trying to cycle bodies up front, but it's a bad pass. CJ Watroba will take it, but not for long, as Hendricken will get it right back. Hendricken trying to move it in. A little blade on the ice as well, so must have had a snap stick along the process for one of the Hendricken players. Meanwhile, that's Watroba. CJ Watroba. Watroba trying to settle it out in front. Carney goes top shelf. 3-0 start for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Carney puts it in. 3-show for Pope. And just like that, this game continues to get out of control. Pope Francis has found something with that Moss Carney, CJ Watroba, Josh Ivy line. 3-0 lead for the Pope Francis Cardinals. This game is out of control. Moss Carney goes top shelf, the junior, and that means we're going to get a timeout on the ice by Bishop Hendricken. They need to stop and think things over. 3-0 the lead. 7:50 to go in the opening period. Cardinals out to a hot start. Gentlemen, Pope Francis out to a 3-0 start right now. Cardinals are firing in on all ends. It has been a complete showing from the Pope Francis Cardinals here early on in the opening period. 7:36 to go in the opening period. Ivy will try to chips it down the ice, trying to make it a 4-show, but eventually Bishop Hendricken will have to cover up. They're Bishop Hendricken. You've got to be thinking, what kind of a start was that? 3-0 the lead, 7:29 they go in the opening period. This game looks like it's already over. Bishop Hendricken's got to figure out something going on to the later stages of this game. Go back. Here's Pope Francis looking for it. Petch trying to get there. Petch trying to make the play. Having a hard time doing that. Petch trying to send one out in front to Petey. Petey over to O'Leary it goes. O'Leary trying to get there. Petch will try to get there as well. Petch in over to O'Leary. O'Leary over to Russ. Russ will just chip it inside. Here's Petey. Petey looking inside. Trying to find O'Leary. Petch trying to get there as well. 6:58 to go in the opening period. Cardinals still trying to make some hay. Petey looking to do something. Russ trying to get down there as well. O'Leary will try to help him out on the back end. Sean O'Leary trying to help out. Here's Russ. Russ over to O'Leary. O'Leary will try to use the boards. That one yanks into the upper netting. Bro, it does not shut your mind. What I was talking to you. Opening period. Kenyon will take the draw for Pope. Here's Bolduc. Bolduc working over to Joe to Michael. To Michael trying to find an outlet. He has one of the 3 goals on the board today for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Kenyon trying to get there. Cardinals looking for D. Blocker save made there by Nick Ritchie. Ritchie covers up there. Pope Francis will try to work it up the ice. Foyle trying to get Tikhonov involved. Kirill Tikhonov making a varsity appearance today. We saw him a bit last year in his freshman campaign. First sophomore varsity appearance that we've seen out of Mr. Tikhonov. Hold up, trying to get back there. Pope looking to make the play with a thick foil. We're working over to Teeks. Kirill Tikhonov kind of working in. That won't be an icing. Cardinals get some fresh legs onto the ice. Moss Kearney trying to get there for Pope. Moss working it over to Watroba. CJ and a Bolduc. Bolduc looking in. Moss Kearney trying to make the play. Here's Buffone. Zach trying to fire on a shot. That one skedaddles over to Josh Ivy. Ivy just trying to move a little behind the back pass, but it was to Noah. Terrell will take it now. Here's Jake Terrell, the junior. A little spin-around. Nice ankle breaker there by Mr. Jake Terrell. Zach Buffone will do a little spin around too. Goes over to Jake Terrell. Terrell having a hard time handling things. Too much of Bishop Hendricken, not enough of Pope. Hendricken trying to fire a shot from the high point area, and nothing was going there. Hendricken will try to get it back, but eventually Josh Ivy is there for Pope, and he's got speed. Charging up the ice is Ivy. He eventually loses the puck, though. Bishop Hendricken will try to work it up the boards after a big zig hit. Watroba over to Terrell. Terrell on over to Ziggy. Zach Buffone has it left side. Zach looking around, trying to fire in a shot. That one hits the side of the net. Then we'll have a face-off on the far left top for Pope Francis. Face-off for Mr. Petron coming in. PD, Petch, and O'Leary. The three forwards on the ice with Shea and Russ on the back end for Pope on this shift. Cardinals looking for D. Russ trying to get back there. Hendricken trying to work it up the left side. Hendricken, door closes eventually. Dylan Shea there. And eventually Hendricken able to find another door. Cardinals looking for the puck. It'll be Dylan Shea and Petey trying to get there. Russ will try to get involved. Petey gets it, trying to use the boards. Goes right to the point for Hendricken. Hendricken looking for a shot. Save made. Rebound. And Nick Ritchie looking good thus far in that for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Cardinals trying to work it up the ice. O'Leary trying to use the speed, trying to get down there. That one, puck takes a weird cadaddle off the boards. Petey will try to work it over to Petch. Here's Nick Petch trying to work it into Petey. Petey looking for some space, but eventually Bishop Hendricken, just too many numbers down there. O'Leary takes a seat below the net. Cardinals looking for it. It'll be Bolduc. Bolduc in over to Petey. Petey trying to move it in. Cardinals to get some fresh legs out of the ice. Wade Weggerson coming in for Pope. Wedge trying to make a play. He'll have to get back now. Bishop Hendricken trying to move it in. Cardinals will use a stick to play it. It's Nick Ritchie. Ritchie over to Bolduc. And that Bolduc over to Colin Foyle. Foyle will try to use the boards. And nice tape pass to Mr. Wade Weggerson. Here's Mateo Kapovia trying to get down there for Pope. He does. McGrath trying to get in there as well. Bishop Hendricken will take it now. 3:27 to go in this opening period. Pope Francis, Bishop Hendricken in a battle. Pope Francis, 3 early goals have given them a nice, comfortable lead in this Pope Francis Invitational. Cardinals will dump it down the ice. Mike McGrath takes a little bit of a trip, gets right back up and lays a hit. McGrath trying to fire in a shot. That one hits the side of the net, stays down there for a minute. Cardinals will eventually try to get it. Bishop Hendricken will instead. Ivy with a nice forecheck there, trying to get down there. Ivy still looking for it. Josh Ivy, captain, one of the 4 captains on this hockey team for Pope. There's Bolduc. That Bolduc trying to work it down the ice to Josh Ivy. Ivy going to use the speed, but his speed will not be enough there. Icing called with 2:48 to go in the opening period. Who's looking for it? Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to make the play. Jarrell will just move it behind the boards to Zach Buffone. Zach working on over to Moss Carney. Moss trying to make the play to Josh Ivy. Ivy in over to Watroba. CJ Watroba trying to make the play. Watroba having a hard time handling things. Moss Carney will try to get back there. That'll be an icing, folks. It will be. Clock will stop at 2:22 to go in this opening period. We'll have a face-off on the far right top. Hope Bishop Hendricken winner will get a trophy today. Face-off here. Bishop Hendricken now will try to work it up the ice. Hendricken trying to move it on in. And eventually Cardinals, the Zach Buffone defense. Just too much. Ziggy trying to get back still. Ziggy using the body. Nice use of the body there by Mr. Buffone. Cardinals still trying to get there. Petch trying to move it in. PD will try to take it instead. Here's PD over to O'Leary. O'Leary tape to Petch. 1:55 to go. Cardinals looking for another goal, but O'Leary can't keep the stick on the ice. Jarrell will try to yank it in. Takes a weird big bounce off the glass. Petch will try to wrap it around the PD. PD trying to get down there, trying to make the play. PD trying to work it into Michael. Trying to get down there as well. Jarrell will just get worked down the ice. No icing called. There's the Michael. Go to Michael over to Bryce Russ. Russ trying to move it in. Pass gets picked off. Here's Hendricken. Hendricken trying to do something. That's a nice back check by Petch. Gets in the way. Russ trying to get there as well. 1:15 to go in this opening period. Pope Francis looking for it. Trying to make a play somehow, some way. Russ over to Petey. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell over to Russ. Or, excuse me, Petey, rather. Here's Joe to Michael, looking to make it a two-show in this opening period. Cardinals trying to fire on the shot. That one will back end off the boards. Cardinals still looking for it, trying to make a play. To Michael, trying to get down there, try to do something. Cardinals trying to make a play around center ice. It's Kenyon. He goes for a hit. Nothing was there. Richie will come out of his net, makes the play. There's Teeks. Harrell Tikhonov trying to go tape to tape, but the pass gets picked off by Hendricken. Bishop Hendricken trying to do something. No, skate back. 33 seconds to go in the opening period. Here's Tikhonov. Tikhonov trying to make a play in this invitational final, but eventually he can't. Shea works over to Russ. Russ will try to yank it off the glass. That one hits the upper netting, and that means there will be a whistle with 20.5 seconds to go in the opening period. Face off for CJ Watroba. Watroba, Ivy, and Carney. That line has been a gold mine this far for the Pope Francis Cardinals. It'll be Bolduc who will take it on the back ends. Bolduc working it over to CJ Watroba. Watroba takes a tumble to the ice. He'll have to work it and get back up again. Cardinals looking for some defense now. Watroba trying to get there, and that's it. For the first period, Cardinals will head to the dressing room up 3-0 in this Cardinal Invitational. Folks, we got the first intermission report. That's all coming up, folks. Big day of hockey. Pope Francis starts out strong. 3-0 the lead for the Cardinals. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. They're just about ready to begin the second period here on Pope Prep. Pope Francis up 3-0. Thanks to Moss Carney, Joe DeMichael, Ryan O'Leary, all scoring goals in that first period. Second period just about to begin here at the Olympia Ice Center here in West Springfield. Pope Francis, West Springfield Olympia Ice Center, home of 3 rinks today. Rink 1, the home of the site and action as we are set to begin here in this second period. Moss Carney, Josh Ivey, and CJ Watroba all on the ice for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Here we go. Pope Francis and Bishop Hendricken. Ivy will take the draw. Ivy looking for it. Watroba trying to take it down the ice. Left side, CJ Watroba down deep around the net. Moss Carney trying to get there. Moss Carney trying to make the play. Watroba trying to help him out. Here's Zach Lafone. Zach trying to get down there, trying to make a play somehow, some way. Cardinals having a hard time handling things. Cardinals still looking for it. Zach Lafone trying to get there, trying to make the play, but eventually Bishop Hendricken will try to take it the other way, trying to get a 2 going the shot. Save made by Nick Ritchie, but eventually they score! Bishop Hendricken could not put it in on the initial 2-on-1, but they eventually get the rebound and somehow, some way to start the second period, get a goal. So they are not done in this final. Just like that, it is 3-1 Pope. Oh, he go. It's hard to turn it up. .28 to go in the second period. Pope Francis up 3-1 now. Bishop Hendrickens gets the goal, and now they will take a foolish penalty. That is going to put the Pope Francis Cardinals right back on the power play to give them new life and try to get this back to a 3-goal lead. Ivy Watroba Carney still on the ice, along with O'Leary and Jake Jarrell. 2-minute power play. Here we go. Jarrell over to O'Leary. Cardinal power play has been money this year. Can they be money one more time and make it a 4-1 lead? Moss Carney. Ivy trying to work it over to Jarrell. Jarrell will have to take it back now. And he's got it in his own end. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to work it in over to Josh Ivy. Ivy has it. Ivy looking around. Left side. Josh Ivy stopping on a dime. Going to fire it back to Jarrell. Jarrell over to Ivy. Josh looking for a hole, trying to find something. Jarrell, Ivy, Josh, trying to front an own goal for Bishop Hendricken. Ivy fires it off the skate of Bishop Hendricken, and just like that, it is 4-1 Pope. Ivy's going to get credit for the goal, but it is an own goal for Bishop Hendricken. Pope Francis puts it in. It is Josh Ivy getting the job done. And just like that, this is a 4-1 game. Josh Ivy puts it in. Bishop Hendricken puts it in too. 4-1. The lead for Pope Francis now. Petey trying to work it in the Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary having a hard time handling things. Bishop Hendricken now. We'll kind of working in the other way. Cardinals looking for some defense. Foyle trying to get back there. Hendricken trying to fire in a shot. When Nick Ritchie will make the glove save. So Pope Francis lets him in goal. They get a power play and strike right back and keep this at a 3-goal game. Ivy, Moss Carney, Joe DeMichael, and Ryan O'Leary, the goal scorers today for Pope. Face off for Petey. Cardinals win the draw back. It's Dylan Shea. Shea, we're working on over to Petch. Petch, Petey. Petey left side, trying to work it up. Ryan O'Leary has it. Ryan O'Leary on the left side, maybe trying to cut it to the goal. Looking for a 2-goal show is Mr. O'Leary, but eventually we will have a whistle. Ryan tried to take it to the goal, but eventually the whistle blew. We'll have a face-off on the outskirts of the Bishop Hendricken zone. That left dot, as you're seeing here on your screen, Pope Francis up 4-1 comfortably. 14:58 to go in this second period. Clay continues. Petch looking for it, but eventually Bishop Hendricken will take it. Cardinals trying to get back in the defensive ends of things. Shea. O'Leary will intercept that puck. Here's Petch. Nick Petch looking up the ice, trying to make a play. Here's Russ. Russ will try to slam it into Petch. Cardinals will clear down the ice now. Legs. Wegerson. Looking in over to Mike McGrath. Wegerson has it. Wegerson fans on a shot initially, tried to fire it home, but eventually could not get his stick under that shot. Cardinals still trying to get back. Kakovia trying to get there, trying to make a play. Cardinals looking for D. Wegerson has it. Wegerson's trying to fire a saucer pass. That pass got blocked. Cardinals will still look for it. Here's Shea trying to work it up to Wegerson. Cardinals still trying to do something. Kakovia trying to get down there. Slap shot here. That shot gets blocked. Rattles all the way down the ice for Bishop Hendricken. Hendricken trying to center one out in front, but eventually they could not stub it home. Mateo Kakovia trying to level it down the ice. Bryce Russ gets leveled. Speaking of a leveling, Cardinals will watch an icing, and this clock will stop. With 13:48 to go in the second, fans, big week of Pope Prep Sports all week long. Tuesday, we have boys basketball or girls basketball. Wednesday, girls basketball. And then we'll be back here next Saturday for some boys hockey against Catholic Memorial. Puck. Hendricken has it. It's up Hendricken trying to work it in. Hendricken trying to fire in a shot. Save is made there by Nick Ritchie. Here's Moss Kearney. Moss looking around, trying to go tape the tape to Ivy around center ice. He does. Here's C.J. Watroba. Watroba over to Zach Buffone. Zach trying to sew it out in front to Josh Ivy, but he could not stub it in. Cardinals will get back with Jake Terrell. Terrell will evade the ref and get to the puck. Here's Jake. Jake just going to take it himself, using off the speed. Left side, Jarrell trying to work it in over to C.J. Watroba. Jarrell looking for it, trying to center one out in front. The net came dislodged. We're going to have a whistle here in just a second, and we will now get the whistle that we're looking for. 13:05 to go in the second. We'll have a face-off on the left dot approaching the Pope zone. PD, Petch, and O'Leary, the forwards on the ice. Bulldog foil the defensive pairing. Face-off, Cardinals looking for it. Hendricken now will take it. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it up the ice. Eventually, Cardinals will try to get back there. They can't. Hendricken still trying to work it in on that far right side. Cardinals trying to get back there. Bulldog will. Foil. Looking for it is Collin. Collin trying to work it up the ice again. O'Leary. O'Leary over to PD. PD will just use the boards, trying to work it down the ice. Hendricken has it. Hendricken stopping on a dime, rotating. Cardinals looking for it. PD. PD trying to get down there. Bulldog will get back there for Pope, though. Bulldog will use the boards, rattle it on in. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary trying to fling one off the boards. Cardinals will have to get back now. Foil. Foil trying to get back there, trying to make the play. Bulldog. Here's Bulldog over to Petey. Jake Petey. We're working on it. Cardinals having a hard time handling things, though. Likely it'll be Bulldog who will get it. Here's Matt Bulldog. Bulldog stopping on a dime. Shaking and baking. Matt Bulldog will just try to fire one in. Bishop Hendricken looking for it. They'll eventually take it. Hendricken trying to work it up the ice. Here they come. Far left side. Dylan Shea trying to get back there for Pope. Shea stops on a dime. Hendricken moving around. Nice passing. Trying to get a second goal this afternoon. Down 4-1. And if you'd remember, January 28th, this was a 4-3 nail-biter Pope Francis win. To say the least, at least there was an expectation that Hendricken was going to make this thing a battle. Thus far, Pope Francis a commanding 4-1 lead in the mid-stages of the second period. Here's Joe DeMichael. DeMichael, hard-working man, trying to work it down the ice to Kirill Tikhonov. DeMichael has it. Tikhonov working it back to the point. Here's Dylan Shea. Shea on over to Russ. Bryce Russ shot blocked by Bishop Hendricken. Hendricken trying to work it in. Russell will eventually say no to that. Ivy going to work it over to the Michael. The Michael with shot. Water bottle breaker. CJ Watroba puts it in, and just like that, it is 5-1. Pope Francis Cardinals put it in. CJ Watroba, how do you do, Mr. Sir? Top shelf, right side. Nothing that the visitors could do about that. It was all CJ Watroba. He puts it in. 5-1 lead for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Bishop Hendricken in deep trouble. Francis trying to take it down the ice, having a hard time getting there. Here's Zach Buffone. Ziggy working it on over. Ziggy trying to do something. Ivy trying to get there, trying to make the play. Moss Carney. CJ Watroba again. Carney trying to work it in. Actually, Cardinals will have to get back. Ivy trying to do something. Cardinals still trying to get back. Here's Hendricken trying to work it in. Can't. Jarrell off the boards to Moss Carney. Moss working it up. Josh Ivy, 2-on-1. Ivy, Josh Ivy trying to cut it out front. Watroba gets blocked by his own teammate there. That could have been another goal quickly, but eventually nothing going there for Pope. Still a 5-1 lead for the Cardinals. On the left top, Petey will try to get there. He will. Petey, O'Leary, catch. 3 forwards on the ice for Pope. And Petey will get thrown off the dot, so that means Petch will take the draw for Pope. Draw one cleanly by Bishop Hendricken. Hendricken trying to look for it. Foyle will keep it alive for Pope. Petch to Petey. Here's Petey over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary looking around. O'Leary has it. O'Leary trying to fire in a shot. That one's blocked. Petey looking for it, trying to get there. They'll have to get back with Pope Francis. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it inside. Cardinals will get it back with Colin Foyle. Foyle, O'Leary. Here's Petey. Petey over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary over to Petey. That one can't go in on goal. Cardinals still looking for it, trying to make the play there. It's Pope having a hard time handling things, though. Etch trying to get down there, trying to help out. Cardinals still looking for it with Wegerson. Wegerson looking for it. Wegs. Bulldog shot off the glove off Bishop Hendricken. Save made there by Hendricken. That one's going to get sent down the ice. Richie will play it out with a stick. He'll play it out to Matt Bolduc. Here's Matt Bolduc looking up the ice. Tires a tape-to-tape pass for fellow sophomore Mike McGrath. McGrath having a hard time keeping things alive, though, in the Hendricken zone. Meanwhile, Hendricken will try to take it the other way. Hendricken trying to work it in. Hendricken trying to fire in a shot. That one yanks off the glass. It'll rattle off the boards, too. Hope now will try to work it the other way. It's Mike McGrath. McGrath twisting and turning, going to try to fire in a shot. Save made there by Hendricken. Cardinals will try to get some fresh legs on the ice. Moss Carney going to look for it. Cardinals will have to get back. Yes, Bishop Hendricken has it. Behind their net. They have it. Looking around. Trying to find something up those right boards, but eventually it is taken in by Pope Francis. Ivy looking for it. Watroba trying to help him out. CJ working it down the ice to Moss Carney. Moss trying to working in over to Josh Ivy. Ivy looking for it. He's got it. Ivy back to the point to Bolduc. Bolduc working it on into Moss Carney. Moss trying to do something. Ivy will have to get back too. Cardinals still looking to keep it alive. It's Russ. Russ over to CJ Watroba. Russ still trying to get back there. He does. Here's Ivy. Josh Ivy has it. Here's Josh. Josh trying to work it in left side. Ivy. Going to spin out front. That's a push-out to CJ Watroba. CJ Watroba puts it in again. That's 2 for him on the day. That's 6 for the Cardinals on the day. Bada bing, bada boo. CJ Watroba puts it in. And this game is out of control. The Pope Francis Cardinals lead by a score of 6-1. CJ Watroba with 2 for Pope. Face off for Pope Francis up 6-1. PD will take it. He's got to be careful not to get thrown off the draw again. Pope Francis, nonetheless, up 6-1 in the finals, well into the second period. Goals today by Moscarney, Joe DeMichael, Ryan O'Leary, Josh Ivey, and CJ Watrobo with 2 have given the Pope Francis Cardinals a comfortable 6-1 lead. Cardinals looking for some defense. Petch trying to get there, trying to make the play. Cardinals trying to work it up the ice. Having a little bit of a hard time working around things. Here's Petey. Petey having a hard time getting there. Cardinals getting back. Here's Zach Buffone. Zach trying to work it on in. Petey. There's O'Leary. O'Leary trying to use the boards, trying to make the play. Here's Zach Buffone. Ziggy's got it. Ziggy trying to work it into O'Leary. O'Leary over to Petch. He will get there. First one down the ice. Cardinals just galloping over the Bishop Hendricken Hawks thus far. Here's a shot. Save made by Hendricken. Bob Julio work it back to the point to Zach. Slap shot. Save made, though, by Bishop Hendricken. Puck work back to the point to Ziggy. Ziggy having a hard time trying to keep things alive in that zone. He'll have to work back now. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell over to Zach Buffone. Ziggy will work it in. Cardinals will look for it, trying to get down the ice. It's Owen Kenyon. So Kenyon, Fitzgerald, Bob Julio. 3 seniors on the ice. Here's Fitzgerald. That is going to be a Pope penalty. That'll be a trip on Owen Kenyon. So Kenyon will take a seat, getting varsity action this afternoon. Mr. Foley's not going to like that one very much. Coach Foley not going to like it very much. Cardinals take a penalty with 6:22 to go in the second period. Face-off coming in for Pope Francis. Ivy trying to win that draw. Eventually, Hendricken will take it. Picked up Hendricken, trying to work it up the left side. Foyle trying to get back there. Here's Kellen Foyle. Foyle trying to make the play. Ivy. Josh Ivy trying to work it up the ice to Ryan O'Leary. 2-on-1 coming in. O'Leary, Ivy, but eventually Hendricken will get back there in just the nick of time. Cardinals tried to strike shorthanded, but eventually could not. 1:35 to go in power play time for Hendricken. Hendricken will try to take it up the ice. Extra attacker out. Penalty for Pope. Cardinals are trying to clear it out. Trying to keep this a 6-1 game. Cardinals looking for some defense. Cardinals trying to just get any block they can get, and they do eventually. That one hits the upper netting. And I'll head off the ice with 5:40 to go in the second. Face-off coming in for the Pope Francis Cardinals. It'll be Petey who takes the draw. Petey's trying to make a play, having a hard time doing just that. Cardinals looking to do something here. Foyle looking for something on the defensive side. Bulldog will provide it there, but eventually Bishop Hendricken able to get back under it. Hendricken trying to move it in. Hendricken looking around. They have it. Going it side to side is Hendricken. Trying to just get something going on this power play. 55 seconds of power play time remaining. Hendricken trying to fire a shot at the side of the net, but it goes nowhere. Here's Petch. Petch quickly trying to work it up the ice in this second period. Petch takes a tumble to the ice. Can't put in a shot on goal. He's still working for the puck, though. Nice effort by Petch, but eventually Hendricken will get back under it. Hendricken trying to work it the other way. 4:55 to go in this second period. Pope up big time. 6-1 the lead. Nick Ritchie has been money. Pope Francis Cardinal offense has been money. We had questions at the beginning of this game about who was going to do some of the scoring today for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Well, those questions have been answered. They changed some of the lines in this team since we last saw them. And man, oh man, the changes that Coach Foley has made have been very effective in this game, to say the least. Russ will try to get back there for Pope Francis. Russ has it. Russ trying to make the play. Watrobo will try to help out as well. Cardinals will get back, trying to do something here. Ritchie trying to make the play. Shea looking for it. Dylan Shea trying to get there. Moscarney trying to help out as well. Here's Shea. They up the boards to Moss Carney. Moss over to CJ Watroba. Here's CJ. Christopher John Watroba. Trying to move it over to Josh Ivy. Ivy has it. Ivy trying to send one out in front to Moss Carney. Ivy still trying to do something. Here's the phone at the point. Over then to Ivy. Ivy back to the point to Jarrell. To Zach Buffon it goes. Here's Ziggy. Ziggy's got blocked. Goes back to the point again to Jarrell. Jarrell shot. Misses the net. Cardinals still trying to do something. Power play time over for Bishop Hendricken. We're 5-on-5. Carney, Jarrell, Moss, Zach. Zach Buffon. Shot. The ripper goes to the right of the net. Watroba trying to just keep it alive. Ivy will help him out. Ivy over to Watroba it goes. Watroba trying to settle one out to Moss Carney, who had an open look, but eventually could not get it stick down on the ice in enough time. 3:13 to go in the second. Here's Zach Buffon with speed. Ziggy on that far side, just trying to skimmer it in off the boards. O'Leary looking for it. Ryan O'Leary trying to just work it in deep into the zone. Ryan O'Leary takes a tumble. Petch trying to get down there as well. Cardinals looking for it. It'll be Zach Buffon. We'll try to use the boards. Instead, he'll have to use the body, looking for the puck. Petey will try to get back there as well, trying to help him out. Eventually, Bishop Hendricken, somehow, some way, will fire on a shot. And eventually, the save is made by Nick Ritchie. 2:46 to go in the second period. Coming up, folks, we have the second intermission report. We'll bring it to you live here from the press box at the MIAA Center. We'll break down what we saw in these first two periods. Look forward to the third period in the championship celebration. That's all coming up. The Pope Francis intermission report. Here's Petch. Petch trying to work it in. That'll be a whistle. That'll be an icing. So we'll have a face-off on the dot. Closest dot to your camera, that is. So with 2:37 to go, Cardinals will try to just take this lead, heading into the dressing room with a comfortable lead in the final. Face off won by Pope Francis. Russ trying to get back there for Pope. Russ working in to Sean O'Leary. Here's Sean trying to make a play. PD trying to work it up top. Russ trying to get back there. Cardinals still trying to do something. Tape to tape passing goes Bishop Hendricken. Shot here. Save made by Nick Ritchie. What a save by Nick Ritchie. 2 saves in a row that were just spectacular. I thought that second one for sure went in, but eventually, Pope Francis able to do the job nicely. Cardinals looking for some defense. Here's Colin Foyle. Foyle will just use the boards trying to yank it out. To Michael. Trying to work it out. Trying to do something. Here's Tikhonov. Tikhonov trying to make the play. Cardinals looking for it. Trying to do something. To Michael. So Michael trying to work it the other way. Pope Francis looking for it. Foyle. Kenyon trying to work it in. Here's Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon trying to clear it down the ice. Trying to move it in. Kenyon will use the body, trying to make the play. DeMichael trying to get there as well. 1:40 to go in this second period. Cardinals looking for it. Cardinals trying to make the play there with Joe DeMichael. DeMichael trying to do something. Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon trying to move it in. Joe DeMichael trying to do something. DeMichael will have to get back using the body. Tikhonov over to DeMichael. So Michael trying to make a play, but eventually the visitors will try to work it the other way. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it in, trying to fire in a shot. Save made there by Nick Ritchie. Foyle trying to work it up the ice. Cardinals just trying to clear out with 1:04 to go in this second period. Coming in the closing stages of the second. Getting ready for the third period. Foyle trying to work it in the other way. Got here's a save is made by Nick Ritchie. Bolduc will try to work it in the other way. Here's Foyle. Colin Foyle trying to work it around. Ivy trying to get there, trying to make the play. Cardinals trying to do something still. Here's Hendricken. Hendricken trying to work it in. Hendricken with 33 seconds to go. We'll try to at least get on the board one more time. Cardinals looking for some defense. They'll clear out with 25 seconds to go. Moss Carney will try to get down there, trying to make a play. Cardinals still trying to do something. Here's Watroba. Watroba. 7. That water bottle came off. And ladies and gentlemen, bing bada boo. Yeah, it's 7-1. Wow. What a goal by Josh Ivey. Water bottle flinger, indeed. That water bottle went flying all the way back to Bishop Hendricken. 7-1 championship game, a rout. 16.3 seconds to go in this second period. Cardinals trying to do something. Ivy trying to get there, trying to make the play. Ziggy trying to get back. Terrell trying to get there as well. Here's Jake Terrell. Terrell looking to make the play, and that is how we will end the second period. Pope Francis up 7-1. And that is how we will end the second. Coming up, we have the second intermission report. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. Coming up, folks, second intermission. What a start for Pope. 7-1 lead. Josh Ivey with 2. CJ Watroba with 2. Good starts all the way around. Coming up, we have the third period. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. Ladies and gentlemen, 17 minutes to go. That's how the Pope Francis Cardinals will be lifting championships. 7-1, they lead comfortably. This game getting out of control. Pope Francis, big lead heading in to this third period. Just about set and ready to go. There's Pope Francis. Nick Ritchie still in net. Getting our camera back up for this third period. And all Pope Francis tonight. Here we go. Josh Ivey will take the draw, and we are set to roll again. Afternoon matinee rolls on Pope Prep. Cardinals enter this period with a 7-1 third period lead in position to close out this game and lift a trophy, as that one will be sitting out in front. Cardinals will try to start out the third period with a bang, but they can't stub it home. Goals this afternoon by Moss Kearney. Joe DeMichael, Brian O'Leary, C.J. Watrobo with 2, and Josh Ivey with 2 have given the Pope Francis Cardinals a 7-1 lead. The one goal that Nick Ritchie let in as well really just was a bad luck. I mean, really, it was a 2-on-1. He made a sprawling save, and then somehow, some way, Bishop Hendricken was able to put in a rebound and stuff it home. So it's a 7-1 game, and it could be 8, and Josh Ivey will make it 8. A hat trick for Josh Ivey. Josh Ivey puts it in, and just like that, it is 8-1. Pope Francis in command.
Oh, I missed. What?
Thanks to Mr. Josh Ivey. That is 3 goals on the night for Josh Ivey. That makes it a hat trick for him, and that makes it an 8-1 Pope Francis lead. Man, oh man, they are dominating in this Cardinal tournament now. Cardinals will try to move it up the other way. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary trying to do something. Ryan O'Leary trying to move it around the Petch. Petch trying to get there. He does. Here's Nick Petch trying to fire on a shot. That one will skedaddle off the glass. Here's O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary looking for it. Russ will get there. There's Bryce Russ. Russ looking in the Petch. Petch will get some help by Petey. There's Petey stopping on the dime, shaking and baking. Petey. Petch trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Wegg's trying to get down there as well. John O'Leary trying to help out. O'Leary over to Petey it goes. Petey back to the point. Russ can't handle things in at that point, meaning Mike McGrath will get back there. McGrath having a hard time handling things, though. Look out. Cardinals trying to get back. Here's McGrath. Mike McGrath trying to work it into Wegerson. Wade Wegerson trying to move it on in, but eventually he runs out of space, and the whistle will blow. 15:07 to go in this third period. Face off for the Pope Francis. That'll be Mateo Kakovia taking the draw for Pope. Frustrating afternoon from Bishop Hendricken. Down by 7. Cardinals trying to close out. Terrell will dump it in. The Cardinals will look for it. Kakovia trying to get down there. Kakovia rather. And that will hit the upper ceiling of the Olympia. So we'll have a face-off on the outskirts of the Pope zone. 14:58 to go in the third. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell going to try to fire in a shot from center ice, but save will be made there by Hendricken. Cardinals will look for it. Mateo trying to get down there. Eventually, he'll have to get back. Jarrell trying to go in with a poke check. He'll work it over to Wegerson. Wegerson working it to the left side to McGrath, but before he can do anything else, offside's called with 14:40 to go in the third. Fun week of sports here on Pope Prep. Closing stages of the winter sports season. How fast it goes by. Boys basketball had a thrilling senior night win yesterday, completely destroying East Long Meadow. Game was pretty close early on, but Pope, from that point on, went on a hot streak, and that did it. Pope Francis smacked them yesterday. You can watch that replay anytime you want right here on Pope Prep. Here's Bolduc. Bolduc working it back up top. Pearl Tikhonov. Tikhonov will dump in. Joe DeMichael will try to get down there. Joe DeMichael will take a back scratcher into the boards. Cardinals will look for it. Cardinals trying to get back now. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it inside. Cardinals trying to get there. Tikhonov trying to make a play, and he is going to get a penalty. Roughing will be the call. Kirill Tikhonov heading to the box for 2 minutes. Sophomore heading inside. It's a no-no from Mr. Tikhonov, and he'll head to the box for 2 minutes. Face off for Pope. O'Leary will take the draw. Cardinals looking for it. Hendricken has it. Trying to get something going on the power play. 0 for 1 this afternoon on the power play are the visitors. It's Dylan Shea who will try to take it. Dylan Shea looking for it. Ivy trying to get there as well. Cardinals going to get it. Here's Ivy. Drops Ivy with speed. Ivy looking around. Ivy will just cut it on a dime and stop. Ivy will look over to Ryan O'Leary, who gets shoved down to the ice. Ivy will try to take it out, try to walk in and score a goal, but eventually he'll have to get back. Here's Ivy again. Ivy over to O'Leary. O'Leary bombed back to Shea. Dylan Shea will just yank it down the ice. It'll be corralled in by Bishop Hendricken. Bishop trying to work it inside. Eventually they'll have to get back. Here's Petch. Nick Petch has it. Petch looking around with some space, trying to fire it into Petey. Petch having a hard time with things, and Bishop Hendricken will take it again. 1:05 to go on the power play. For the visitors, 13 minutes to go in the game this afternoon. Here comes Hendricken down the ice again. Cutting on a dime, trying to shake and bake. They have it. 55 seconds of power play time. Hendricken trying to get through the wall of Zach Buffone. They'll have to defer back, and Hendricken can't hang on to it at the point. Petch will get there for Pope Francis. He's got it. Petch looking around, trying to center up to Moscardi, but that pass was picked off by Hendricken. But eventually, it's Petch who will get there for Pope. Petch trying to hold on to it somehow, some way, but the numbers of Bishop Hendricken just too much. 25 seconds of power play time to go. Cardinals getting back with John O'Leary. O'Leary trying to use the boards up to Petch. Petch trying to clear out. Zach Buffone is trying to as well. Ziggy going to work it over to Mascarni, but eventually real estate will eventually run out. 10 seconds to power play time to go. Cardinals still looking to do something. Here's Moss. Mascarni going to work it in. Watroba trying to get back as well. There's Sean O'Leary. Zach Buffone trying to get there. We're back to 5-on-5. Even Steven. Kirill Tikhonov. Penalty does nothing for Bishop Hendricken. Cardinals looking for it. Zach Buffone trying to get down there, trying to make the play. Ivy trying to get there. Ziggy Buffone will try to get there as well. 11 minutes and 40 seconds, and the Pope Francis Cardinals will be lifting a trophy. Zach Buffone. Mascarni trying to get there. That one took a weird bounce off of Watroba. Cardinals trying to keep it out of the net area, and they do. Cardinals still trying to work it up the ice. Here's Ivy. Ivy, Watroba, CJ. Cardinals stay on sides. Watroba, Mascarni. Carney over to Watroba. CJ trying to cut it back to Moss, but eventually Cardinals now will have to get back. Bishop Hendricken has it. Hendricken working inside. Hendricken trying to do something. Hendricken trying to fire in a shot. Save made there by Nick Ritchie. Here's Callan Foyle. Foyle trying to work it in. Callan Foyle right side. Foyle trying to do something, just trying to center one out in front to himself, but eventually he dusts the goalie and gets a shove in. Bulldog's going to come in, trying to help out his teammates. Cardinals going to do a little pushing match. Bob T trying to get down there, trying to protect his teammate. We're going to have a skirmish, and we might have a few penalties here. Let's see what the officials decide to do. Bulldog came in to defend Callan Foyle, who got sent down to the ice, and that means Matt Bulldog is heading to the box, I think. Let's see. Or will Foyle? This might be a matching. We'll see what they do. 11 minutes to go in the third. Is Colin Foyle going to get a penalty for that? Trying to figure this one out. Let's see. Okay, so it'll be 5-on-5. It'll just be a matching penalty. Foyle and Bishop Hendricken players sent to the box. I don't know how Foyle did anything wrong. I mean, just went in for a loose puck. It was a save, and he got shoved down, but we'll figure it out on the fly. Kenyon, Trigilio, and Fitzgerald, the forwards for Pope. Dylan Shea, Bryce Russ on the back ends. 11 minutes to go now in this game. Here's Bryce Russ. Russ fans on it. Cardinals looking for it. Russ will just try to play it in. Cardinals with Bob Trigilio will try to get down there. Here's Big Bob. Bob T trying to make a play. There's Fitzgerald, or Kenyon rather. Kenyon trying to fire in a shot. But eventually, that one goes near the glass. Glass again. Cardinals will look for it. Fitzgerald trying to get down there. Russ will make the play. Russ tape to Bob T. Bob Trigilio. Toe drag swag there by Mr. Bob. Bob T still trying to make the play. At his birthday this week, Fitzgerald. Back to Zach before it goes. Ziggy trying to work it in. So Foyle and the player in the box for Hendricken get 4-minute penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct on both. So one more penalty to that extent, and both will be ejected. As that is a goal for Bishop Hendricken. Pope Francis makes a goalie change after that whistle. R.J. Cormier comes in, and that will make it an 8-2 game. Bishop Hendricken takes it in, and they score with 10:03 to go in the third. Nothing R.J. Cormier could do there. Went top shelf. And it'll be an 8-2 game. R.J. Cormier, third string netminder on this Pope team. Getting some action. The Cardinals up now by 6. Face off for Petey. Face off one back to Zach Buffone. Here's Ziggy. Ziggy trying to work it over to Petch. Here's Nick Petch. Working it over to Petey. Petey shot. Cardinals put it in. It is Ryan O'Leary with a goal. And just like that, it is a 9-2 game. Pope Francis domination today. The Pope Francis Cardinals making it look easy. They're going to lift the trophy. 9-2 now. Ryan O'Leary puts it in, and it is 9-2 for Pope Francis. Nine to the score. 7-goal lead again for the Pope Francis Cardinals, taking care of business easily. And the Cardinals are in instant position to cash in and try to win this game. What a start. And maybe what a finish for Pope. Here's Petch. Petch trying to do something. Cardinals looking for it. O'Leary trying to get down there as well. Cardinals trying to get back. O'Leary will take it. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary over to O'Leary. How about that? Ryan the shot. It goes back to Bulldog. Bulldog pass is picked off by Bishop Hendricken. Cardinals looking for it. Trying to make a play there is O'Leary. Here's Bulldog. Bulldog working it over to Petch. Petch working up top to Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary takes it on the right side. Ryan O'Leary makes a man fall, and he broke his ankles in a half. Here's Petch behind the net. Petch trying to do something here, looking for the puck, and eventually the Cardinals will have to get back. Ivy trying to get there, trying to make the play. Here's Russ. Bryce Russ trying to do something. Moscarney looking for it. Josh Ivy trying to get there, trying to make the play. It'll be Watroba. CJ Watroba looking for a hat trick too, but eventually the save is made and a cover up is made with 8:42 to go in the third. Foyle is out of the box, so he will flip back to the Cardinal bench. After taking that unsportsmanlike penalty. Cardinals looking for D. Hendricken trying to work it up the ice. They get corralled down. Here's Dylan Shea. Okay. Watroba. Ivy. Watroba trying to get involved. Cardinals looking for it. Here's Moscarney. Carney looking up top. Josh Ivy. Ivy over to Watroba. Here's CJ. Christopher John trying to move it on into Moscarney, but eventually real estate runs out. Shea from the point. Save made again by Hendricken. They cover up with 8:10 to go. The clock's still running here. I think they're just going to run out the clock. I think they might. with it being a 9-2 lead. I mean, see them looking up at the clock. They seem content with it. Yep, clock's still on the run. 7:52 to go. Clock running as we speak, so we'll run with it. Pope Francis knows it now. Jarrell, McGrath. This could be a 10-goal game for Pope Francis. Look out. Zach, Mateo. Wade trying to get in there, trying to fire a shot. Can't. Jarrell from the point. Shot blocked. Jarrell again. Inside to Mike McGrath. McGrath trying to work it into Mateo Kakovia. Running out of real estate. Cardinals can feel a trophy. They can smell it. They can almost taste it. Pope Francis, 9-2 lead, 7-goal difference with 7:13 to go. Super Bowl tomorrow as well. It's a super weekend of sports here on Pope Prep. You got to see senior night last night. Both games that we've seen thus far have been Pope blowouts. Here's Jarrell. Working it back to Zach Buffone. 6:58 to go in this third period. Cardinals trying to work it inside. There's Mateo Kakovia. Cardinals looking for it. Can't make the play. Here's to Michael. Joey D trying to work it in. Cardinals looking for it. Jonah Michael. And it's going to be a little shoving match as the Michael's helmet almost comes off. We're going to have a whistle. I think we're going to have another unsportsmanlike penalty on the both of them. So Jonah Michael now will be the one in the box for Pope Francis. So Bishop Hendricken is trying to hold things together at 6:20 and counting to go in this third period. So Michael will head to the box. Six minutes to go in the third. Here we go. Kenyon will take the draw. Won cleanly by the visitors. Hendricken trying to work it up the boards. Hendricken trying to work it in. Here they come, trying to do something. Hendricken trying to move it on into the side, trying to do something, but eventually the Cardinals will try to clear out. Foyle trying to make the play. Kenyon trying to get back there as well. Bishop Hendricken trying to move it in nicely. Cardinals looking for it. Kenyon. Wyatt Kenyon will try to work it up the ice. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt trying to work it in the Tikhonov, but eventually that one will get sent all the way down the ice. 5:25 to go in this third period. Bishop Hendricken trying to work it inside. O'Leary trying to get back as well. O'Leary trying to pull the body. That'll be a whistle. Here's Colin Foyle. Foyle working it up to Pat Fitzgerald. Here's Fitz. Fitz stopping on a dime. Pat Fitzgerald gets taken down. Cardinals looking for it with Owen Kenyon. Kenyon over to Petey. Here's Pat Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to do something. Petey trying to get there as well. Here's Petey. Petey working it back to Owen Kenyon. Kenyon, trying to make a play. That one's going to get sent back to the point. Cardinals trying to hang on. They can't. Bishop trying to work it inside. Colin Foyle trying to get back there. Shot. It's deflected away by R.J. Cormier. Here's Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald trying to yank one up the boards, but eventually he gets yanked down the ice. Cardinals looking for more defense. Fitzgerald and Russ trying to get back. Here's Foyle. They're trying to work it from the ice. Fitzgerald. Hendricken trying to work it in. Shot. Oh, R.J. Cormier. That one almost went in on him. He didn't even see it coming, but eventually Bishop Hendricken will try to get back there. Nice passing here from Hendricken, trying to close things out. Petey shot goes nowhere. Cardinals looking for it still. Trying to make the play if Pope, but it will get sent all the way down to R.J. Cormier. Cormier will make the play over to Russ. Russ to Petch. Petch on over to Petey. Petey to O'Leary. Here's Ryan O. Ryan O'Leary trying to just crisscross applesauce his way to the goal. And eventually, real estate runs out for him. Dylan Shea has it. Dylan Shea working up tape to Petch it goes. Here's Nick Petch. Petch trying to just leave it off for somebody, but he left it off for nobody except for Bishop Hendricken. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell with 3:25 to go in this third period. Here's Zach Buffone. Zach will try to use the boards, gets corralled and body slammed into the ice. So a bit of a hit there on Zach Buffone with 3:12 to go in this third period. So he gets up and he's okay. He'll work it over to Jake Jarrell. Jarrell will just let it go by him, and it'll go work over to CJ Watroba. Watroba tried to just work it up to Ivy, but eventually the Cardinals will get back under it with Jarrell. Jarrell working it up to Moss Carney. Moss looking in, trying to just do something over to Watroba. CJ Watroba trying to make the play. Here's Ivy. Josh Ivy over to Moss Carney. Moss will work it inside. Cardinals trying to get there, trying to make the play. Trying to get back. And Zach Buffon. We're going to have a penalty here in a minute. It will be a penalty on Pope Francis. Let's see who's going to the box. It'll be interference. Joe DeMichael's penalty is over. Moss Carney will be the one in the penalty box. It'll be him in the box essentially for the rest of this game. 37 seconds is what he'll have when he's out of the box. We're going to let the clock run out here, so the clock's still running. So 2:27 to go in this one. So he might be in there the rest of this game. Let's see. So he'll essentially have 14 seconds. They're going to let the clock run still. Are they? Will they? 2:12 to go now. 1:57 to power play time. Good, folks, coming up at the end of this one, we'll have the championship celebration for you on the ice. Cardinals can taste the trophy. That's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. The Pope Prep postgame, it'll be a trophy celebration, a quick postgame wrap-up, and we'll look forward to the rest of the Winter Sports Run. So today, the questions we asked about this Pope Francis team, do they look garden ready? The question to me is yes, I think they do. They can get everything going their way. They can make the saves they're supposed to make, get the shots on goal, get pucks going, get moving around the ice a little bit. I think the Pope Francis Cardinals have as good a shot as anyone to make it to the TD Garden, have their final game at the TD Garden this season. Another question, Vinny Maggi. What's the status with him? We don't know. We saw him yesterday. Looked pretty good in net for Pope Francis. The Cardinals now will have to think things over with Maggi and Nick Ritchie, who looked outstanding today for Pope Francis. So big calls coming up for Mr. Coach Foley as the season winds down. 1:03 to go on power play time for Hendricken. Shot here. Oh, big sprawling save by R.J. Cormier. He had to lay out on the ice for that one. Hendricken trying to work it in still. Colin Foyle just trying to play defense to the best of his ability, trying to close it out. Bolduc will try to get in there as well. Bolduc will work it all the way down the ice. That one touched the glove of a Hendricken defender. Hendricken will now just try to cover up, and they will cover up. There's 55.5 to go in this game. 9-2. That's going to go in the books as a solid win. That'll be a penalty for Bishop Hendricken, too. So this one, you thought things couldn't get worse for them. They have. They'll be in the box. That player will be in the box for the rest of this game. The Pope Francis Cardinals will win the Cardinal tournament. Cardinal Invitational will belong to them. Still a lot of hockey to be played this season. Tikhonov will be heading off the ice. Is it going to be 4-on-4? It will be up 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. So essentially the rest of this game. Here's Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon over to O'Leary. John O'Leary. Joe DeMichael down there. Down the ice. He has it. DeMichael. DeMichael over to Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon working it back to the point to John O'Leary. O'Leary shot. Save made there by Hendricken. Cardinals trying to just play some defense, trying to just close this out with a comfortable 9-2 lead with 30 seconds to go in this third period. O'Leary trying to get back there. He does. There's Sean O'Leary. O'Leary gets held up there. Cardinals looking for a penalty. Not going to get one. It's a big hit for Pope Francis and Joe DeMichael. 13 seconds to go. Pope Francis, ladies and gentlemen. This team, a lot of potential this year. Games are not over, but ladies and gentlemen, this one is. The Pope Francis Cardinals win by a score of 9-2, and that will do it. The Pope Francis Cardinals win the Cardinal tournament, and just like that, they will get a trophy. Pope Francis, another stepping stone on their way to the TD Garden. Pope Francis, another stepping stone on their way to the TD Garden. They take care of business today by a score of 9-2. Coming up, folks, We got the Cardinal post game and the trophy celebration coming for you. That's all coming up. Stay tuned. Pope Prep Champions play here. Seeing is the championship celebration that will be taking place. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's send it out to ice level for our championship celebration. The Pope Francis Cardinals win the Cardinal tournament by a final score of 9-2 in the final. Pope Francis gave it their all. Nick Ritchie and Maggie combined for 2 wins this weekend. Let's hear it. Who wins the awards for this weekend's tournament?
And this thing, probably like over side. All credit to first. Number 4. What row? Just Let's roll. If I now have the captains from Pope Francis come over and accept the championship trophy. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Francis Cardinals win today by a score of 9-2. They win the Cardinal tournament. They win their first game by a score of 4-1. They win today by a score of 9-2. They'll get a team photo in with the championship. They won today. They had a great day on offense, 9-2. It felt like everyone was going to be able to score today. And ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Francis Cardinals, they have the TD Garden firmly in their sights. It's a team here, a unique team to say the least. A lot of seniors, great senior leadership. You got to be happy with the captains on this team. They'll get to strike a pose that they'll remember for a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Francis Cardinals, your 2022-23 Cardinal Tournament champions. They take care of business once again this year. CJ Watrova, Josh Ivey, and the gang take care of business. So, that just about does it from here. I mean, Pope Francis did everything they could, and they take care of business today. So, that does it for all my great crew. Caleb Gilmet taking care of business, running the statistician board and being our director today. Henry Huey running the camera work. I'm AJ Gonsalves, the voice of the Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, the winter sports season is in the stretch run, the final stretch run, the final lap.
What do these Pope Francis teams have in store for us as we conclude? We'll find out. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. We'll have the playoffs. We'll have everything in between. All coming up soon on Pope Prep. Congratulations to the Pope Francis Cardinals Varsity A hockey team on winning the Cardinal tournament and doing so in 9-2 fashion. We'll see you next week right here on Pope Prep. AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long from West Springfield.